originally for technology, like just all like the technology in the air. I can't even explain it, like the wireless life. I just am really like sensitive to that and was feeling like it was invading my space, even though I didn't want it. And so that's why I initially got my protection on. And after using a magical protectant for, I don't know, it's been at least 2 solid years of just like every, like after I wake up or like part of my hygiene routine kind of thing, um, is putting on my protectant. And now I find, I guess with, quarantine and having COVID-19, I've been staying home more. So I'm noticing how my medicine really does work for me or doesn't work. Because now when I'm, going to that store or whatever for just like my once a month, I can really figure out what's working, what's not working, how is it working, how is it functioning for me, and realize mine is a lot more of like a emotional support and kind of just like not letting other people's emotions seep into me, grab onto me. I'm kind of having some difficulties with attachment, and it's really made that space better. Um, so I would say too, kind of a protectment can be movement. Maybe there's like a movement that just feels really comforting and safe for you. And then the meditation will work with that, just finding what movements are like protectant, right? And just putting them around you. So that is available. Also plants. I've got like yarrow in water, and that's really great protectant, specifically for boundaries, keeping those firm boundaries, um, and specifically for like 7 sun cycles. It's like um, then you have to like re-up your contract, I guess. I'm not sure exactly, but yes, yarrow is one that I take in my go bag. Let's see what other plants. I have unconditional love. I have rose. Same, just like oil and water. Yeah, just when you're out there, sometimes I just need some unconditional love, and maybe that's also in like the pleasure center. Um, and then this juniper, the evergreen tree. I'm like, ooh, great, all these. This feels like a grounding hug to me, just like when that person who's super solid in your life just like hugs you, and the world keeps spinning, and that's okay. Yes, I love those hugs. Right. And sometimes those people aren't available or we're like distancing. So getting that can be tricky. Okay. So those are some plants. And I guess, a little bit of a segue, we can go into medicine and remedies more specifically. But before that, I wanted to say the elements in general, right? These have water. I'll light a candle for us. Fire on Zoom. Okay. The yellow candle, if that is anything to. Okay, and we're gonna. Yay. Okay, so now we have our candle lit. We have some water. Did a few things with the gemstone. Nature. We got the plants. Maybe that could go with the earth too. On it. So, and we're going to work with the elements specifically in our meditation. And so, remedies, medicine. I showed you some plants. I think in general, we need to say how we're grieving, right? You go somewhere, you get microaggressed, you got to grieve. And so, finding plants that help you do that, like nourish you while you emote and are tender with you while you emote. figuring out ways that do work for you, right? All remedies aren't plant medicine. So what ways do you breathe? Maybe shower, partnering with the elements. Yeah, we spend a lot of hours staring at fire and a candle. I even use matches so I can use little sticks, and on this little clay pot, I just make like a little pyre. I'm like, okay, that's my own practice. You can do whatever you like for your grieving. Also, calming, right? There's a lot of anxiety when we're in these situations that aren't made for us, aren't tailored to us, are built to harm us. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. So, being in that space, taking up that space, demanding respect, right? I need to bring down my anxiety of like, I'm unsafe and get like that grounding. So, nervines, so that different things that nourish your nervous system. Tongue twister, nourish your nervous system, or also sedative. So this is like, I'm like, this is dopamine. That makes you happy. It just also calms your nerves, maybe in a way that is less functional, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna like maybe be more in a rest, tranquil with a sedative, and a nervine is a little bit more energetic, and I'm like out in the world moving around. So think about it like that. And I also love heart tinctures. So that could also be grieving or to feel your emotions fully, or just to do this like brutal work of getting acceptance and some basic dignities. I mean, it's brutal, just the basics. I'm asking for like equity, a little more than the basics, right? Let's like thrive. Let's all thrive. So to do that work, I love a heart tincture. And so the plants in here are rose, hawthorn, magnolia, and grapes are really great. And so this has brandy in it, which is distilled grapes. I love a brandy-based heart tincture so much. Mm. And right, my remedies also kind of bring me pleasure because I know that great feeling is coming. And I wanted you to meet some plants. A little bit more of a raw stem, maybe uh, so we've got mugwort, chamomile, rosemary, lemon balm, and rose. Were you able to see that?
We could see it, but we
Okay.
couldn't hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So in that same order, if I can, we've got the mugwort, crone's wort, the chamomile, the rosemary, or romero. I've been working plants more in Español. This is like really thrilling. And then the lemon balm, or the marisa, and the rose, or the rosal. So, oh, and what's chamomile? Manzanilla. Okay, and so all of those can be useful different. Some we can just make medicine, but this mugwort specifically for gender variant folks. So I'm gonna burn that while we're together. And my little kind of just like a clay that's like under a planter, and I just burn all my stuff in there. And so I just balled it up. Just gonna blow it up and bring the flame to its side, and it'll just have a little simmer. And so that partnering with fire, and then you have the smoke, and then you're also partnering with air to bring your messages to where you want them to go, right? The spirit world, but we also give messages to each other. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna burn it. Yeah. So maybe get some of that just burns on there. And I've never had any issues. This clay is super sturdy, and these are just the little matches I'm working with from the matchbox. So it can handle all of that. And with my little apartment building fires, um, those are some medicines. So I just want to move on to pleasures. Let's see. Okay, so I love food, right? So that rosemary we could put into some food. You can eat lemon balm, maybe make a salad. Um, so working with those protectants, also basil is a great protectant. And these are all kind of uh, plants that I use with my Ghanaian spirituality that I've adapted to my place I actually am, and also with my spirituality and ancestry. And that's what the meditation is based off of. Okay, let's see. I wanted to offer you. Oh, I love sweet treats. So in my little go bag, I like the Ricola 'cause you're also getting the herbs. And I noticed like high hopes live in our throat energy center in our mouth. So just nourishing that, and also kind of where I express from if I'm a verbal person. It's got a little honey, so it does have that little sweet. And I just find sometimes when I'm kind of just dreading going out, I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store. If I pop one of these, I'm like, ooh, the grocery store. So getting out while we got the sugar high, perhaps. But also just kind of like little rewards. Sometimes I'll go get my favorite food after I do a big thing, or go to that meeting, or go to the office, or whatever I'm doing. Um, so right, some of pleasure is also celebrating ourselves. The little things like I got to the store, I got home, I did it safely, I did it like with ease as far as, in